everybody, this is Rockin' Rivera right now on the Rockin' Rivera channel. Now, as you can see, I'm not at the other garage. I'm not at the main garage that we're at. We're in the Nova. Because today, we're getting in touch with the Datsun 620s I got. The Pumpkin, and soon to be Kamakazie. Kamakazie, the Japanese autocrosser. Mini truck. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I picked up these mini trucks for not much on 2 separate buys. This one's becoming the autocross truck that I'm going to wind up taking to hopefully the Hot Wheels Legends Tour and hopefully SEMA one day. This one is the parts truck that is being gutted wildly for this car. I've basically taken the front clip and I'm taking the engine and tranny out so I can wind up getting this running with a supercharger. That's right, it's getting a supercharger off a 3800 Buick. So this is going to be great. So that's the plan. And it's going to be awesome. I have a page for the truck on Facebook. It's called Hot Wheels Project Kamakazie. So it all started with this truck because I saw it in high school, and basically when I saw it in high school as a Hot Wheels, and I was like, here's what actually happened. The exact order of it was I was going to college. I was going to college at the time, and I was looking for a second vehicle to build after Nova was done. So what happened was I wound up getting on Craigslist and found a Datsun 620, much like this, but it was a king cab, which means it's got the extended cab, not the short cab like this. I saw it and I'm like, well, what could I do with that? And I started looking at Hot Wheels version. I started looking at versions of that car, and one that popped up was a red, white, and blue Hot Wheels with Japanese lettering on the doors. And my first thought was, that looks amazing. And my second thought was, that is exactly what I want to build. And I started getting into autocross about a year later. But I haven't done it professionally yet. I haven't done it at all. I've never driven on an autocross course. So I'm building this truck. As I'm building it, I'm going to learn how to do autocross. I'm going to learn how to do it without spending billions of dollars. Maybe $1 million. That's fine. But I'm going to start learning autocross. So in my spare time between the Nova, the Datsun, I'm going to learn autocross. So that's the plan. Basically, I'm going to try and build this truck right here, out of this. Out of this forgotten 620. This thing's been on a farm since 1991. The owner died in 1991. The vehicle's been there since 93. The guy picked it up a few years ago, posted it for sale on Facebook about 2 years ago. It's been in my hands for 2 years. And I'm the second owner. Well, technically the third, because the other guy bought it, sold it to me, and I became the third owner. So, but it's a great truck. I mean, there's not much wrong with it. It still has the original decals on the side that say Datsun, which I'm planning on keeping but changing to blue with a white base coat with a red stripe down the side. So that's the plan, and it's going to have the supercharger on off the 3800 Buick. Now, the whole idea is, let's see if we can build an autocross car that can still win a show. Can still go to a show, have fun, win, and then go do an autocross lap at the same time and win, or at least do good. My plan is to hopefully beat. I had this dream one night where, if you know what this show called Initial D, you know who I'm going to try and beat with. He has a little Toyota AE86, and I'm going to try. I know someone who has a Toyota AE86. I don't know if we'll race, but I'm thinking we'll do autocross times, and we'll see how it does. If it competes with him, that's not bad, because that car's got better suspension than me, stock. And if I can wind up putting the better suspension in this, supercharge the engine, 1.8, supercharged, 5-speed swap, and nice suspension underneath with some bucket seats and some harnesses, I think I can do pretty good. I think I can do better than a basic stock Miata. That's my goal, is to beat the lower class people and move up slowly, and maybe one day I'll upgrade the engine to something more powerful, but I don't know yet. Right now I want to build something that's special. I want to build something special. And to me, Hot Wheels cars are special. You can't just do it in a Datsun, but don't do it in a stock Datsun. Do it in something you love. I plan on building this into my second child. Now it's all original, other than the fact I pulled the windshield out and it's got new spark plug wires on it and new spark plugs. Other than that, it's mostly original. I mean, I got to fix the dents in it and everything, but it's amazing it's lasted this long. It still cranks over. It's this little truck right here still cranks over. It still cranks over after years. Just put spark plugs in it, new carb. I literally restored the other car. I had the other carb restored, but the glass broke shortly after. I don't know why, but glass broke shortly after and all that. So the main thing is it still ran. So why can't I build the engine up a little bit, maybe put some pistons in it, maybe put some more stuff on it, and the supercharger? I'm not even going to change the head studs because I just talked to a guy named Lanny Ritz. He told me the stock head studs are better than what you can buy now, which is funny. So I'm gonna do everything I can to make this truck as it would have been back in the 80s, customized, but for Hot Wheels. So it's got a new Hot Wheels paint job on it. It's got some new stuff on it. So that's all gonna be nice. And those wheels on the back, they're a set of slotted mags I picked up for $100. That's what's going on this truck. That's 15x8s in the back, 15x7s up front. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing because I've only seen 3 supercharged Datsuns, and one of them is this. The other ones have Mercedes compressor superchargers, like compressor with a K, so they're completely different. But I want to see if I can make this work. If I can't, I'll just put turbo on it, but I'd much rather have a supercharger because if I'm autocrossing, it's short line. It's short RPMs. It's all about acceleration and braking. Superchargers have better low-end acceleration than turbos. Fact, because turbos spool. And they got to build up exhaust pressure before they can get engine power. They're great at top end, but they're not good at bottom end. That's why I'm not putting a big turbo on it. So, I mean, a lot of people turbo these things, but I don't want to turbo it. I want to be different. So, that's what I'm going to try and do. So, I'm happy with... This is eventually going to get sold to a nice couple in New York. This one's staying with me. This one's staying with me until I can get it driving again. I was going to hope to keep the front end, but I already sold the front end because that's all damaged. So, I'm happy. I'm happy with how far this is coming because it's been a long time since I touched this thing, and it still cranks over, and I'm happy. I couldn't be happier. So I will see you all later. Bye.